For those of you who do some reading to learn about card tricks, do you ever come across a situation where the card trick itself, the description sounds so cool, and then when you go ahead and see how it's done and read about it, it's like, well, this is not that cool. I'm gonna kind of do that to you today.
Imagine for a second that a blue-backed card is selected from a blue deck. It's then taken by the spectator and signed. The card is then taken and placed between the two red-back queens. After a magic move and shake, we see the selected signed card becomes a red-back.
What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn Magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. In all seriousness, this is a pretty good card trick. I think you'll get some great reactions with it. So that being said, let's do it. Alright guys, so check this out. Bam, I got a deck of cards right here. Just have to go with the classic bicycle playing cards. Pull them right out and give the deck a quick little shuffle. And like I said, quick, not too long. So this is just the edge of quick. Here we go. There it is. Perfect. Now I'm going to go through the cards like this, and you're just going to call it stop whenever you feel like it, okay? So whenever you feel like stopping, any second now. Any second now. Just tell me this one, this card, no. This one, no. This one, okay, we'll go with that one, all right? So take a look, remember that card, and you know what, I'll do you one better. We'll have you sign it, but of course, since you can't sign it, I'll sign it. Ooh, look at that catch. I'll sign it. All right, there it is. And you can clearly see my signature right there, all right? Take that card, leave it here. And as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm going to try to change the color of this card, right? So I have these two red back, red queens. I'll take your selected card, put it right here with my signature on it. And this is where it gets really cool. Check it out. Ready? Your selected card that was signed is now a red back. Pretty awesome. All right, here we go. A little bit of background on this effect. I don't know. This is actually something I came up with by taking ideas from here and there. The whole purpose behind this trick was to have a card selected, a blue back card selected, have it signed, and then have the back of the card changed. So have the color of the back of the card changed. And this is just the ideas that I had that I put together. And I think it worked out pretty well. So let's go ahead and break it down. For this trick, of course, you'll need a deck of playing cards. I decided to go with the blue rider back. And you'll need 3 cards of a separate color. And since I'm going with rider back, it just makes sense to have a red version and a blue version since I'm doing a color change and not a complete back change. So you need this, and a Sharpie or some kind of pen so you can sign the card. I just think signing just has a much more powerful effect, right? So once you have all that, you're actually going to be forcing one of these cards onto the spectator. So I just like to use the 2 red queens as I guess the ones who perform the color change. And then I have my 3rd arbitrary card, preferably a card with without too many spots on it. So just like a 2-spot card, just it's nice for a signature. So I just take a card like that. I put it in the 4th position in the deck, and just have these 2 queens over or whatever cards you're using over on the side. And now you're good and ready to start. Getting into the performance, remember the 4th card from the top is red, so you don't want to be flashing that card anywhere. I like to start off, take the deck out of the tuck case and give it a false overhand shuffle, just maintaining that top 4 cards, right? And if you're not comfortable doing that, I have a link to the tutorial on the screen. You can go check that out. I'll also put it in the description. But if you're not comfortable doing that, you can also give the deck a couple of false cuts and just maintaining that card in the 4th position. The next thing you need to know in order to perform this trick is how to do the cull. And it's one of my favorite card controls because you can really position the card anywhere you'd like in the deck. I'm not going to cover it in complete detail in this tutorial because I do have a full video on it. I'll put the link on the screen again and the description. So the way you're going to do the cull is you push over 1 card, 2 cards, and now you push over the 3rd and 4th card as 1 card. And this is probably where the most practice is required. So you have to go 1, 2, and push these over as 1, okay? So as you can see, the red card is not being shown, and it's hidden behind the 3rd card, right? One thing you don't want to do is push over like this, otherwise it's a complete flash. So do the best that you can to push over carefully and have that card underneath the 3rd card. And from here, you're just going to pull this card out like this. Again, this is the red card. You're going to pull that out just so you can see here. It's like this. But of course, it's not flashed, so it's like this. You pull it back here. You just want to be careful of this flashing Okay, so you want to pull it as horizontally as possible, and then you keep going, right? So you're showing the spectator all these are blue back cards, right? All the cards are blue back. There's nothing weird about it. You could even say, okay, this card, this card, this card, and the reason I emphasize that is because I want to show the spectator that these are all blue back cards, and they could stop at whatever card they want. They say stop. I put the rest of the deck down, square all this up, and the card that's on the bottom or their selected card will always be that forced red back card. From here, it's all straightforward. You go ahead, get that card signed. Again, that just increases the impact of the effect at the end. Once it's signed, you put that deck, oh, not the deck, you put the card directly down, okay? You don't want to do this. That would be horrible. Put the deck, or put the card, I don't know why I keep saying deck. Put the card down on the table. You can put the rest of the deck over to the side. And now you say these are 2 red magical queens, or whatever kind of performance or pattern you want to do. 2 red queens, and they're going to help change the back of the card from blue to red. So what I like to do is I like to put it in between the 2 red queens. I like to grab like this, middle finger, thumb, spin it over like this, and then just pinch this corner like that. And the cards kind of just come here, so I just spread it out a little bit more. And then I just gently pull out this card. You could even hand it over to the spectator. They can slowly turn it and see their signed card has now turned into a red back. And of course, we can't have Magic Monday without a quote of the week. So this one is by William Faulkner. He says, "Don't bother just to be better than your contemporaries or predecessors. Try to be better than yourself." And that's going to be it for today. But if you want to see some more content, click on this video right here because I'll be there. I'll be there with you. All right, guys. Peace out.